with the saxophone or any of those instruments, they play the note of the song. Like if it's Lullaby or Birdland, that's what he plays. Da ba da 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 ba ba. That's all he plays. Da ba da da. Well, the banjo melodically will do that, melodic banjo. So if you were playing Turkey in the Straw, the fiddle tune, with melodic banjo, that's all you play. There's no rolls or anything. That's all you play is the melody, right? That's the easiest way to get solos out, is the melodic banjo. But then it's not easy when you're learning banjo. So now you've got Joe's backup technique, the Peter Wernick book, and melodic banjo all on your desk, and this is too much, and it is too much. So, don't run it too fast. You don't have to play straight melody to make a breakup. Nobody does. I think bluegrass is one of the best musical forms for free-flowing your enjoyment on the instrument without being cast into this chain of melody only. I mean, jazz musicians have got this escapism. They play the first round of the tune, called the head, as they call it, and then they've had enough of that, and they zap off into outer space for 10 minutes, and then they return to the head and finish. I think we do that as well to a degree. So, some of the breaks I made up, I get shot for them. But that's the joy of it, is it not?
Me too.
What
Yeah, isn't that the joy of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean by breaks? Or just like going off piece?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as a true musician, that's everybody's aim, is to go off piece, I guess, to a degree. Who wants to be chained to melody all the time? See, that's one of the reasons I left the tenor banjo, but we won't go there. Because if the tune went that's what you did, like 10 times.
Yeah.
But it's too tedious. Yeah. Whereas this instrument and all the others in this form of music, mandolin or whatever, you can stand next to the greatest mandolin player in the world, and as he plays his break, some of it washes into your system musically, and you take it away, think, oh, that was a great break. And I like that with this. Anyway, moving right along, let's have a look at how we can make a breakup using just licks. Right, licks are, or little passages, if you want to call them, the banjo player's back pocket, saviour. I've got about half a dozen in my back pocket now. When I was pro, I guess it'd be a couple of dozen maybe, but they drop away as you get older. Licks are phrases, like this one, or this one, or this one. Okay, they're little phrases. And they go together somewhat nicely. And that's how we play bluegrass banjo. And the Earl Scruggs book is a good one for that. It's on about edition number 6 now. It's the black book. Everybody seen it? Anybody got it? Yeah. After all these years, it's the one that's still out on my music table, that one. I had edition 1, and it was really funny because at the end of each lick, it had written times 1,000, didn't it? Can you remember that? It's just got now, play often, it's got now. But I licked, me and Bill Forster, right, parent wads we were, but we loved it. I mean, we lived like 15 miles apart, we had a little broke down Morris 1100, we used to meet each other. There was no internet, no telephones and all of that, and we sit and we say, we write them down on bits of paper, these licks. And then to sit next to Bill for the first time in 5 years today, and we play the same licks, look at each other. You need those licks, and it doesn't matter which ones you choose, they cannot be wrong, because they're there in G to make you sound like you're playing something in G, C, D, E, F, whatever they are, and you'll need some in each chord really. But it's very easy to make a solo up using these licks. I've got one that I use as an intro into all my solos, which is basically because it's an easy way in for me now, right? I mean, all of this going in like fast and furious is gone from me. So I use this lick. Can everybody tell me what an intro is? It's to let the rest of the band know that you're playing, because they are just daydreaming. looking out the window. The money's no good, this is a shite gig, and all of a sudden you crack up and they start playing, that's what it is. Okay, that's what it's for. Brian chose not to use too many today, but anyway, we caught them, didn't we? So this is anyway, so this is my intro. And here's my other corny Earl Scruggs one, which is the highlight of any bluegrass banjo player's intro. And that's going to lead me into my first measure of G, or whatever key I'm in. It'll be G because we, as banjo players, use the great talent enhancer known as the Capo, which is just the greatest talent enhancer out, because we can play in any key with our Capo, using the same licks all the time. So if we're in A, we just go, but the Capo's on the second fret. Okay. Mandolin players don't have that luxury. They've got to learn key playing totally.
Really clever.
You know? Yeah, but they get the best paid jobs.
Can I ask you a question? I'm using the Capo.
Yeah.
Because I do struggle, to be honest.
What with the Capo?
Yeah.
Okay. Why would we use one?
Well, yeah, to take it into a different key.
Yeah, why do we do that?
To join in with the rest of the musicians?
Yeah, that's very true. But you're close, but you're no banana.
Go on.
We do it because the human voice has got different pitches, and some singers sing in different pitches to others. They're higher sopranos, tenors, and they're lower down into baritone and bass, and that is wonderful. It doesn't help us any though if this guy comes along and says, "Do this in B flat, mate," and he sings beautifully in B flat, which of course is the proper bluegrass key, B and B flat. Most of the Earl Scruggs and the Bill Mundane stuff was done in that key. So yeah, you're right. So we can do that using a G banjo.
Yeah, but my point is I don't know, explain this really, but when you take it from A,
Yes.
put the Capo on the second.
Yes.
Second line.
Oh, okay. You want to know how the musically it equates?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you.
For the same form for your root position and your inversions and all the rest of it. Where they sit on here to make
They sit exactly the same place, but in A there'd be two places up.
That's what I mean. It's trying to get it in your head to accept that.
It is. Yes, it is. But it's practice then again, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
What we need to do is we need to get into A, right, and then only A at home. Not like I'll try A, I'll try B, I'll try C, because that's not going to help. Into A. You get into A, and then you put your G chord down, right? And now it's two chords higher, isn't it? Everything.
Yeah.
So where your D used to be, this is easy in A, it's now become a C, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's two back. And there's two dots here where we play our D chord. Which
I can't be the only guy that struggles with this, am I? Well, yes,
no, you're not.
You kind of need to colour the dots in, don't you? Just get a Sharpie and put them a bit further down, don't you?
What you got to do is you got to pick 4 chords or 3 chords only.
Yeah.
Forget all the others. Just forget them. It gets too technical. Learn where C and D is and G. So you can go there. That's all it is. And of course, it's muscle memory again. So now you know where the C chord lies and the D chord lies and the G chord lies.
Yeah.
Because you practice doing that. And most of the bluegrass songs, as Emmylou Harris says, 3 chords and the truth, are played out of those chords. Like, again, in the key of A, there's a cabin in the pines in the hills of Caroline. It's the same inversions. Just 2 frets higher, okay? That's all you need to do, Phil, is just go to A. Never mind B and C and all of that. They'll follow suit.
Yeah.
Just learn to play an A. And when you put your solo together, it's exactly the same as you were doing in G.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
Does that help you a little bit?
Yeah. But I think hopefully people see the point I'm making. It's different.
It is different.
Because I'm so used to watching the little marks on your fret.
Oh, yeah.
Dots and you
Yeah.
a mile off.
But okay, that's a very good point. That is. Let's talk about those marks.
The frets get narrower too.
Yes, they do. Yeah, Pete's made a good point.
On the 4/5.
Your frets do get narrower as you go up. So as they get narrower or closer together, the spread of the chord is not as wide as it is down at the bottom. These dots on the side, these side dot markers, they're positional markers. They go back a long way into the realm of tenor banjo. The tenor banjo player, before the birth of bluegrass music in a big way, there wasn't a banjo in America that was really made with a 5-string neck on it. They churned tenors out by the score. Dixieland jazz was a big thing.